Because I arrived from Hangzhou yesterday at midnight.
Oh, wow.
That's why I'm a little bit late for this morning. Sorry.
It's all right. I've been late out midnight.
Okay. Ito nga malu kuton mewara taupu amuda. This morning the topic of our Bible study is the duty or the responsibility of the church. Munchatininya ini perlu atau pula usul clear. Nowadays, we desperately in need of a healthy church.
Mimi balo basala we mungo tiki so tapi nam yo mai se chum.
Okay. Munchatininya ini perlu atau pula usul clear di tempat atau pun basu-basane mata mamna kedewa. Nowadays, we desperately in need of a healthy church. Tao phổ mưu su kê này cái đủ rồi. Tao phổ mưu tu su kê là và xí lo hát mal và sao tao rồi, và sao tao. If the church is healthy, it will grow. If it's not healthy, it will be decreased and it will be stopped. So many people have to sell their churches building nowadays. Ita ne kone tau pu su kio ne kawa mata le la di te pai polo komi ne no tau pu su kio ne kawa mara ta be muda la ni ma le pu ne pu su kio la kan du thora ane kawa mata le la di te pai komi ne polo you know. In order to be a healthy church, the church must do the following ministry, the following duties in balance, or do all the following ministry of the ministry equally. Telekane tau pu amuda tau pu tapi tak malah tu mawe kadu ni wala. The first duty or the main ministry of the church is worship. To do it properly. So the first ministry or the first duty of the church is worship. The Paduna Taku Li Yoha Lui Sau Kisi Lui. And let us read John chapter 4, verse 24.
Li yoha lui asopo kisi lui. Yuami sumi salo do pala bu to ba to the pani ba bu to ba to le su le saro tamita tolo.
God is a spirit. And they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Yes. Unsati niñane tau pudi fabu to barak saiga. Katotandu eta meta to soloa. Bayo an lo hilo teku. Bayo a koko lupo lo. Bayo a pamuni makamamu kumakwa. Tadi depan lo bilo budo ma. Bueno, perlu batau pula aku butuh baru ke saya le, tapi tak tahu. Kalau tak tahu tak kalau pu, dia tu letak. Kami tak lekar dulu. Nowadays, many people who are worship in the church, we have seen that there are no order. We have seen the disorder in the worship service. Many people fell down, or shouting, or crying, or crawling on the floor. many sexual immorality happen during the worship service. People have to switch off the light. These things are not, people are not worshiping in truth or in spirit. But according to the word of Jesus, those who worship God must worship God in spirit and in truth. Tao pu kre kre lo tu clever le ta buta ba ta le ta le ba ne de ke tu ni ba tu ba ta. Ke ta khu lo ba ha ba ya di ba ki. Le wa di ba ko ra ta re lu mu da ra sa ya le ta mi ta to pu. You know, the church should organize a worship service to attract people's attention and motivate worshippers to have authentic relationship or communication with God personally. When tao put it back, we are to worship God in spirit and in truth, to love God with all our heart, soul, and mind. About exercise, kita butuh baru kita boleh, kita exercise, kita butuh doppler, kita butuh sukuma, kita butuh kunak sana, no? To worship God with emotional, without mind control is very dangerous. Orang yang cibale, pabuta barak saya di depan ni, orang tak utara, orang kun utara, orang syek. Pabuta budu mah, orang batera pabuta barak saya ni, terlalu kun syek wala, terlalu kun ke wala. Orang pabuta barak saya, orang tak utara, orang tak pelala wala, emotional feeling pelala wala, kun untuk bersyek wala, orang tak nak budu mah. To worship God without emotional, to worship God with emotional, without mind control is very dangerous. It can bring free love, sensual misconduct, because body's contact between women and men happen. Yeti wale di lazaro, di metabuta para kesayale. A plan of a feeling, the emotional, tata puta ge kunu the personal bani ke ora, tamaka mamu kama kwadi de ba. Pame bona ne. Eta puta no ne ba pe me u. Ke ro mu kwadi de ba, ure ta chita na kla, maka mamu kama kwa. Me ura puta de le ke ro ta so sui. Eta de ba ai ne me ta no bi ro puta ma no. When I talk about it, about Udo, Tammy Lane, there put a bar of your son about a tacicular betrayal side. There we glue about that terror clear love that every dead body of her. About Udo, that simply beside you, and Madame do it one level, but his mom, my daughter, about Udo, that hate to be bugging outside that two party, our worship should include adoration, confession of our sins, thanksgiving, and giving. Thanksgiving, and also during our worship, we should collect some donation, and also worship service, we should do the intercession. Intercession means to pray for each other, to pray for a world of evangelization, to pray for the sick people, to pray for old people, and many things. And when we go about you and we got a card of Hano. But our Amuda, a look at a client, you had a bar beside her. But I wanted to tell them Muda, and again, meet up with Tamaparu, about Maule, but Doppler. The top of bar beside her, so the Margaret of music. Fire di depan, Margaret tak siap telo, Margaret tatu butas tarik kiri di depan kepada tali itu. So during our worship time, we should improve, upgrade our music choir, and also our singing, our preaching, our prayer. And we should upgrade. We should upgrade our worship service so that to attract people to come and worship God in spirit and in truth. Take our put up Unda do the glad born in the sort of worship. Tatiwa one you know.
တူပါ
တော်ပါဘူးလား
တူပါ
တော်ပါ
Yeah, no? Gee, the first main ministry of duty of the church is worship. Do you have any question on that matter?
I do a little bit.
Yeah.
I've seen services where they're singing hymns and they're not a charismatic church and some people shout hallelujah or amen.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Oh, shouting hallelujah, if they do this other people, they know no problem, I think. But sometimes if the church service is going into some disorder, you shout, and if the whole congregation shouting in our Myanmar country, if people are shouting like this, if the whole church is shouting, it will disturb the surrounding because our country is Buddhist country.
Oh,
So if you are shouting like this, many people will throw you with stones.
really?
But I don't know in America. In America, if you are shouting like this, how about the surrounding people? If they heard that the people are shouting very, very loudly, might disturb other people. I don't know. But
That sounds dangerous.
yeah.
Sorry. I
No
appreciate
problem.
it.
Yeah. And Ichiwarabone, Tabu Muda, Megaba Mara, Tatakuso Tapita, Misha Tatakuso Tapita. And the second duty of the church is mission and evangelism. The letter Takuso mission and Mivara, Tapu Tatamuno, Tapu Tatasio. But I made a senior Patio. And you don't for me the mother Takuso, for me the mother mission Tapita Mane, with a man. Unless you would not be a mother Takuso and our pony. Away, not it or the sea. But I made the senior deal. Mission is the heartbeat of the church. If we have no heartbeat, our heart will be stopped. If our heart stop, we will die. As somebody said, mission is the heartbeat of the church. And we Pandu and Atago, Lima Daichisi Ho, so we just quickly kisi.
အော်လော
And let us read Matthew chapter 28, verse 19 to 20.
Lima the kisi ho support si qui till a kisi. Mathadini do l'educator poklu the pack hello, you play your board key. Do blow le pack pa, do pokwa, do sasoshi me putke. Do solo or these of Tony Gayetale, you malud. This the keller key. Do qua you do suko muni munade. Duta asukaton law, amen.
Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Amen.
I never got the Great Commission. So I just remember up there about it, but like less of all the secret there that I could so. Wala sukina gawin na pani ko ba blur pag sa pusa at so sige sa amigo. Tao daw ba tolo giwe. Kaya mitale sa syukri malo ko di ba ba tolo ba di pai tabi ba tabi. Sa kisi ora yo lo tu pumuni menara ti lo ko su ko. to call it the Great Commission. Tamalo Padu, but to kill it about Mara. Sakrimapale, the Middle Mission Ole, or the Lugana, Sakrikulua, when it out with Mikamara that goes on a Tilo, and out of whose how the rock. And let Chivalitia go and the Coyuva, the America, which was how the Australia was how. Only would let our Lugana Sakrikulua, the Mata Kuso. A move down in the Mama, so this is called the Great Commission. Jesus had commanded his believers, the disciples, to go into all the nation, all the world, and preach the gospel and teach the believers and baptize them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So many churches do not obey this commandment. Many churches do not obey the Great Commission. That's why many churches were decreased. They have to sell their building. I have seen in Europe, Australia, America, many places. In Myanmar, we would like to construct new churches, but we are not allowed. So we have to do it underground. Sometimes we are very disturbed by this policy. For the Buddhist monastery, whether they have permission or not, they constructed the Buddhist building, many buildings. But for our Christians, we are not allowed to do that. We are very sad about this, but please pray for us.
I will.
Sorry, thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone, but you are doubtful. Whenever people go on here, we are a ball or ama for them. Pasugina get a all or a ball or the money quiver. You may order them to talk up Charlie the one, a ball of the bird, money acquired, the money acquired about. Some ball of the Ayona. What you want to ball. And the other Pasugina get a look of your mother, a goose or sort of a great. Maria Lele, though, Soti daughter, what they went up to Sicilo. Allow them Tamaro Kikao, right there to Amaro. The Loico Taupone, Tamaro Sichika, what about that would have pretty good name, and there's on the Hachika, the Hachikane, Namuto of Malo, without one Mudan in it, a mother Kuso, so I know. But they were do Nika Creek. Go on any, go on me where missionary. Well, let the two niggas Sacrione, Minuera, Patatakus of law. Somebody has written, every heart with Christ a missionary, every heart without Christ our mission field. On a well money, credit money, go by the missionary, whatever. Tell a missionary in the Timothy, the Devarava, and a missionary in Timothy to Urava. Missionary Tanarone, Kellogg Titra, Mari Masava Supasa, missionary Tanarone, Turu Neludale, Toju, Turu Putawutitapa, missionary Tanarone, Lamasapa Uya, Uba Subasa, or Gliguli War, Catala missionary Tanarone, with Aloshira, to Dakera, Lebagle Matatakuso, or to Clever by Lematatakuso, the Pane, and Wakuro. Master Gulu Foxtrot in the one. For a sandy body. Sandy body. A polishero that a guru with Alacado. So somebody said, every heart with Christ a missionary, every heart without Christ our mission field. All believers must be a missionary because missionary means not always preaching the gospel. We have some missionary who are in the position of sending missionary to other places. Sending, we call it sending body. The church must be a sending body to prepare missionary to go, to support missionary to go. Some people are in the front line, some people are at the back supporting the missionaries at the front lines. And we have so many, but everybody, every believers, every disciple of Jesus Christ must be a missionary. Para kuara le pamit mata taku so ne paga kelo ano le kulu ni ba kelo le hi kwe ni ba ete mi pamit mata taku so ne saya ba ku chawu ni ba ne kelo la lo le ye gero frozen or taputa ni to le ba. Somebody writes, evangelize or fossilize, or God's chosen people will become God's chosen people. Tahu kita mana tak ku soal kulo kembalo, demi jalan mana no demi ura kapu tu no apa ya bu tak sisi tak siul, orang ura mana tak ku soal kulo kembalo di no, tahu tu no ne mana tak ku soal on the Gelora, but we call it choppy European fossil around. But we have seen that churches that do not, they do no mission work, have no mission work, or even have no interest in evangelization. These kind of churches has become fossilized churches, has become frozen people. They are only stay in their place and are decreasing in number, so they are like frozen people. When tawaran mitara kale about malo no, when taputa male me tataku so dimita mane when kula kumbalo. Para kura siwera ta kemma ta mata kemma kole pimu du gitu le vale na le tekan dia le memu ko di depan me wa tamle ne bi ora ora le ta le tekan dia di depan ne michi ni ti na ge ne te ba ma ni pe ga ko bu ne ora me ta ka ma du gitu ora ne di ni michi ne ma te wa mo ne te wa mo ne ora ne mi Kini ana tega ni mi do ora na kolau na tega dan tete patawa na paku tawa ni kita debat du gitu ni sama sama si kota kita so du itu orang lepa Arab di bawah and we have some Arab the greatest crime in the desert is somebody finding waters and keeping silent when a traveler to the desert, he finds water and keeping silent, telling nobody, he use it alone, is the greatest crime in the desert. That means, as Christians, we believe in Jesus, we have found the living water in Jesus, we have abundant of living water in our life. But if we keep silent, telling nobody about this finding is a great sin for us. If we keep it silent, when we talk about padu kale pakipu di depan, mana tamu citopu, mana lagi sakrit, mana li, pasal apa tempat tawa, ura degalo, mana tabawa. When the greatest crime in the desert is finding water and keeping silent. Me. Let us read Acts chapter 1:8. The part of the social KK di mana tersebut.
Lima tata sebuah basa do pesa sosri helo le sulo wido sugdo neta asoko mo do sug ke to ipo usa to pa le Jerusalem do ko yuda do ko nya do Samari do pe le hoko okta lo.
But ye shall receive power after that the Holy Ghost has come upon you, And ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
Yes. Ore ta done ma ta so si su mo. Wane te me ta vita la o. E quali sono le sue ta done ma ta so si su mo ne. Me ditro, perché quiero che sacri può udare di pa. Sarale Jerusalem for Judah Shamari particular hoko katero. Receiving the power of the Holy Spirit is to become a witness for Christ, starting from Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria, and to all the world, to the end of the world. Not for our self-glorification, not to be proud. Receiving the power of the Holy Spirit is not to show off, but to become a good witnesses for Christ. The Meleba Paka Polo Dawa, Runeta Sosi, Sugamoe, the Meleba, Lunia Paro Talabaka Patruwa, Meleba, the Gero, Paluta, Exacrio, Nepeta Mue, Nepeta Pitama, Nepeta Sitagatu, and Bakero Paluta Hobo, Binya, and let you go to Delhi. America, I mean, just really come to the Polypotro. And what I tell what kind of Paluta, without doing it, associate super morning, then we live over, and we look at the Malama Polo Davo, Malama, associate heading the Malama Sacrida. The coming of the Holy Spirit is not for His glory. The Holy Spirit come to the world is for to glorify Jesus Christ, to plant new churches, to motivate people to become believers in Christ. This is the main purpose of the duty of the church for doing mission work. Kureta opota pita ma muda kita kan juga tawela, aku sudah kita mahu. Kata orang ni, tahu muda dengan mama miora, tak relu mulu, tak usah usah lah tak kota kiri mahu. Another duty, another main ministry of the church is fellowship, bearing each other burden, caring each other. And lepas tu baru tu kerja lo kita nak karo. Pagkapada ko, Yoha, the senior, so si kiti the sita. Let us read John chapter 15, verse 12 to 13.
Li Yohasa do the sea, sabot siki, the lord sister. Our image tamalola, suk eloquilo sisasko, DJS asonilo. Puami palo qui sa semula tis ko godo. Pat uba lo teta qui duni awani norgaba.
This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Yes. When I for muda ne te metele ba mata taku so su taklewa. Le apuo ne ba elo kuilu ta ka ba usa lo ta khata su di ba ka ba ku ya lo ta te ko o hisera di pa polo di ta te metele ta ku so te metele tu ku to baro de sa si ro pro sa ga wa ba te ko ba elo kuilu di ta te ko ba usa di ta ko ta ke te ko ku ya lo di ta lu tu kla de ba su ba sa ni ba ko ba ke ni ora ta ko ta ke te ko ba ma sa de ko di ta. So the church, the duty of the church is not only doing mission work, worshiping, but also to do the fellowship. Fellowship means to care for each other, to bear each other burdens, to help each other, to love each other deeply, not to pretend, but to love each other deeply. authentically. And particularly Romans 6 so here. Romans chapter 12, verse 15.
The Roman Siki Sabot see Pala Sakut Pani Sakuku dorke, Pala Hor Pani Hoku dorke.
Okay.
Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep.
Yes. And the society to lower the where Paku put it pane, about Taku, Taku, about Hawk, about the Hawk. So as believers in one church, our duty or our privilege is to rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn, to weep with those who weep. There's a oneness in Christ. La le buone ta guido da tuba, ta curia da tuba, le me amuda, me ta mala. E vi fatto cultura pagro do polo calati husa o kio. Calati sa o kiura, sa o ta sio. Fa ki de mora de sio. Let us read Galatians chapter 6, verse 2 and verse 10.
2 and 10?
Yes.
Okay.
Kalati Savadoki support the scene of Pudrana.
Calati husa o ki de mora, sa o ta sio.
Kalati Savado Hu a support key. We losuta we ta sko doma le top eto krita sota so dine so take a sabo de si masa dine do pepo do suk toni mo pamarita le wakanyo ko de ke basa do arke le pasuki na kita hilo
Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. There's 2. 10, he said, as we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith.
Yes. When it are for Muda, you are there, we say you sell that. Takodasu. It would no, Mura, Tawita, we sell. It would Yorola, Mura, Tawita, we sell. Oh, you know. Would have Tawita, Corella. Don't you have that here?
me o le lai pogo
My Lativa, Tanala. Okay, you
lai pray ti so wa ti so
Lai pray the sita da.
Amen. Batu para sami jiwa ko apa cio lah.
Me. Amlimado.
Mana mi wana le bura takwata ya le bura mata ita wasu pakheleo. Wuse yusolo utara dugutane ba sopolu te ora ba masu gena kita si ko di ba no ba wuse yusolo da. So according to these verses, we have to carry each other's burdens, and also we have to have as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially to those who belong to the family of believers. According to these verses, we are to carry each other's burden. Carrying means fellowship. Fellowship means caring and bearing each other's burden. I want to mete pele bayo na etila dale trobu poku pokalo da no skelo da te mete tawani ba polo no na muna shola da and I'll put a real movement in the Tawaniba. Everyone talk about who they are over there. Talk about Master Marie over there. So fellowship is not only hugging or shaking hands, but to care for each other deeply, to have concern for each other deeply. As believers, we are to care for each other, to have fellowship, true fellowship, love each other deeply. Kawala metabo muda tekana kao. Kawa muda bihada kao ne biwada. Call it discipleship. Tele tatulun ne lu play body the pale kan lu tho the cream lu tatulun ne lu. We call it discipleship. The fourth duty of the church is to do the teaching ministry or do the discipleship, training the believers, ordinary people to become disciples, true followers of Jesus Christ. When Pasugina get a woody the pane, the mitutulun and lone, then not to the tower, and do for without awareness. Tabo muda ni kama turun ne lu global ya tabo aku ni tamawa ke so wa te mo ra ba ya te mi te blow ta malu so si wo ne wa te mo ta na pu sa ke tha ma ta du tho ba ke ti malu tu ko so si wa ne ki lu ma wa ne mi discipleship ta turun ne lu. So the fourth duty of the church is discipleship or teaching ministry. We have seen that many churches are lacking in teaching ministry. And that is why so many people, churches are not growing because of we have only a few believers who are trained or have no discipleship training. Let us read 2 Timothy verse 2:2. Father will keep Timothy, key. 2 Timothy 2, chapter 2, verse 2.
Ki Timothy sabado ki sapo ki dota le na hu le ya le po sa aga menyani hilo ki awani le po ke lu to pa asupu le ke so lo po aga se ko ke sinit ke me.
Number 2, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also.
Yes. Okay, pemadu tu buat this our Bible study, the new but the new ini. Kan bukan tak tolu, lu apply buat tino di mati lah. Kamu boleh ini tu kau di tempat itu pak kau di tak. Tapi tak boleh kau pada orang mai tak belau le hamba. Ada orang ni tapi hamba malai orang. Pada dia tu ni pada pada faithful sih dah ni. Tu toro tu tak Allah dia sila tu tak malu tu sahaja tu kau boleh. Dah ni commitment kalau riuan. Orang tu bawa support dia lah tak nama ni riuan di depan ni. Suatu media, kami pada kalau aku tahu ni no. Tadi depan ini kau ini orang sulu pada aku tahu. Le nak tu luar hendu kan awal ke hewan thobu, awal tu luar ketuba, tu luar ketawa, awal hewan thobu tu kan awal. Pada depan ini itu kau ini orang betul super lah di depan aku tahu. So pada tu luar aku tahu. Dari discipleship tak tulu ni, tak putar eror tulu sorok pada hewan. Pagana dua, boleh nak ada mengata hawa ada tamawal ba. Di tamawal ada apa lor. Puta wudi di bari ba ya Sunday school. Puta wudi di bari na ba tasaw na no ne ba ko ni wala kana no te hewa. Ora tawa ko ma na ba ne si bale tawa na hewu tara ero hisoro ba da pagana ra do. Pagana yelele to soti to ta ko ne chi le ba te mo pada Sunday school, puta ura Sunday school, pada sahur kan lagi ni mana kita dulu beli orang, kita lagi lo. So this is teaching ministry. According to Paul, he said, all things that you have heard from me in the presence of many witnesses, to entrust it to the reliable men or women who will also be qualified to teach others. Paul needs faithful people to become disciples, so that this faithful disciple will transfer the belief to other people, to other faithful people. To be able to do the discipleship training, we need a faithful people, faithful believers. Now we have started. We are doing the teaching ministry in Bible study online for many weeks. I think almost 1 year or 1 year, 2 years. I don't know. We are so faithful to listen to the Bible study every morning and every week. So Paul, according to Paul, he said, we are to transfer the faith to faithful people, so that they will be able to entrust it to reliable men who will also be qualified to teach others. We need a faithful people, faithful believers, and doing the discipleship, the teaching ministry. Many pastors would like to transfer the Bible truth, the truth of the Bible to other people, but many people are lazy and don't want to come to the church to listen to the Bible study. Only we can do it to the children. Young people are not in the church, so we need a faithful, reliable people to become disciples. ဒါပဲဖာရောတကူလေမာတာကဖာဝီဝနာဖာဝဲလီမာတေခီစီခေါ်ဆောစီခီစီနေဖာဝီ we just read about Matthew chapter 28 verse 19 to 20. It said, go into all the world and teach those who believe. Và là do của được này tôi nhà đó tôi luôn nè lu sau khi ta tôi luôn nè tôi kia người ta là yamalu thì tôi khơi lại sau khi mà tôi luôn đó người ta có mua ra người ta tôi luôn nè rồi tôi luôn nè lu thì mình thấy hốt ra vào thì mình thấy mà ta cú sầu vào thì mình thấy rêu mua được ta vào và mà ta tôi luôn nè lu làm ta đã cả được không và các bạn tu rồi đi qua suy nghĩ này ta đi qua ba số xí đi vào ba tu rồi này ba suy tận là và các bạn thô này ta ra vào là các bạn ta cứu số. We are to equipping the saints is very important. Và các bạn luôn là cái cái episode lui sau đó thì khi đi lên thì Ephesians chapter 4 verse 12 to 13.
Episode lui support sikhi sitha le po so sui de pak le to pwe to wo le po kama khe po tak wo le kri no ko to we wo tu patu le ta mi kho ba kha do ta na mi kho do ta sinya yo pho khwa pe do tu ko pwe le ta the su do kri no ata le ta pwe pu lo.
For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ.
Yes. Ora le ta che che so amanda to beto vasuki na gita uti ba ta sutana ta mu we wa ne o wa ta tu ru ne lu ta le ka ru ka la to prepare God's people for work service, so that the body of Christ may be built up. So we have to equip the believers, the saints. That means we have to teach them. The teaching ministry is the duty one of the greatest ministry of the church. Pertama, tapo muda padu klane ta tolune lu di sosui ta tolune lu ple body da pa sosui na ge da de pa. La pa ma tho ma tho kri no ku pi wa ne da ka lu ta kha. So unless we do this ministry, the teaching ministry effectively, the church members will be weak spiritually and they cannot stand firmly in their faith and cannot fight against satanic attack. Utaro, permita mata mare, tamare lo di lo sevane, di lo tolovane, when tabu pudi tapa, what the Risa Bassa, to Yutarapa. Now, the Minnesota will clearly Tasuta now, the Nova, Tana, the Iwo, our the Trosser Mandem Goli at the Hamati Tower, but the Nova, Maneta Lita Sodi, but the Tiva. So, unless we do this ministry properly or effectively, our church member will be weak spiritually and they cannot fight against the satanic attack and cannot overcome the temptations. Waktu adiaga lotte kuile tasutana. Ta mulia ta gedi kenda. Nomu lotte kuile tali ta bosodi ba bu medale odi ba ta tolune lo ta ba to uewa. Ode mo ta ribasa. Tenyoa kwenda bu wa mara we muda pabu ne mitamane. No rosero. How? To
Me to Lobra.
Brother J, if the church do not function, do not do the ministry of teaching effectively, the church member will be weak spiritually.
Amen.
They cannot overcome the temptations. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. You want to go in to the ball? The bone ta bu ta pita mani mi va ta mle mi va pa kripo ta mari master. The last duty of the church is Christian social service. The church should create a local lu de la vale to me hoku ita hoku. And for Jesus said we are the salt of the world, we are the light of the world. Let us read Matthew chapter 5, verse 13 and 14. You might hear so silly.
5, 12, 13.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 13 to 14.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Lima se sabado ye sabado si to the the si lui. Suwe se mi hoko isa lo. Mimi isa homi blado ko hoki wele minuti mile. The wood to solo bata ba, would have what we take we all ko, do bata yoti le pakanyolo. Suwe se mi hoko ko polo. Wait the way over the sir doconi ut dirty ba.
Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? Is it thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men? Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
Okay, yes. One taupu netemete ba mata takubu sora mari masara kale taupu pu patulune luda uto barok sayawa tabu tamane muda ne me wara le ba mari masara pale te me ba kriputi badale pale ta clear ba and we call it Bakributa Mari Maso Christian Social Service. Sakitera Tiatimi Hoku Italo, Ita ne Marane, the law, agree to all. A letter of pouring Maranagin agree to all. The Polo Vera, Papa Aga, Dunimata Suisualo, Sakri Batale Pagba Mari Maso. So the last duty of the church is to do the Christian social service. Jesus said, you are the light of the world, you are the salt of the world. The ministry of salt and light. When we observed it, we have seen that the light and the salt are working silently. They have no sound or no shouting, or just showing their good works silently. Jesus wants all his believers, his followers, to do good to other people, not only within the church, but also outside the church. Nowadays, we have many man-made disasters, natural disasters, increasing. Terrorists, Lim Padu Hello, Samayu Pupa, T. Do know you are the real. When exactly Bada level by my master, at Apua Manawa. I'm the good Sakrine, Pele de Puladani, Bada Lilo. Nowadays we have many man-made disasters, natural disasters, like flood, like earthquake, like eruption of volcanoes, tsunami, many natural disasters, also man-made disasters because of war, because of civil war, because of many fighting between two countries, or between two nations. We call it a man-made disaster. Many people are suffering, and many people have become victims of this disaster. So as Christians, we are commanded by Jesus Christ to do good works, because Jesus, whenever he go, he doing good works. Let us read Acts chapter 10, verse 38. The part of the matter the sea, so the sea home.
Lima tasaba do si sabotha si kho. You are pu panasa repoye shula tha so sui dota so komolo. Aweda ni le kusada do marita. Do ma blaki ke ye pwa lem ko lima ma now lo me.
How God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good, healing all that were oppressed of the devil, for God was with him.
Yes. When I was a Ukraine, where a letter Pularani, Mari Masata, where Palu called the Saka or the Matu Kedo, where my blood was Pasadiva. When the prayer for Pellet Pularani, Pasugina, the Sakrim, and Sakrim, wherever Massa Mari or Matu Kedo, Polita Saka. So as Jesus has done in the Bible, wherever he goes, he do the healing, he deliver those are bind by the satanic power, he do good to all who need his help. We have to follow a good example of Jesus. Wherever we go, we have to do good, doing good works to other people. Where we talk about Buddha, where did the talk for Muda and where did the Papa? Tamaja Karen. So if the church do all its five duties in balance, it will become a healthy church. If that church is healthy, it will grow. It will certainly grow. What end up with parties of the rich that the cane, the mate chisi, South City, we see in Patoila, again, where a pa, ni the cell no for the part and the mother chi si ye so the si lui si ne for the part ni tawalo. Let us read Matthew chapter 25 verse 34 to 40 and we will read some verses
ปกพาตะวานะพุทธานะ
ye te la mi che te la vuoi parlare
มีนะ
allora ci siano
มี
pass a be the si lui
ลีมาเซคิสิเยสปุตสิลุยดูนุตสึสอปักสิบาปาโอเลสึถวยตะพานีปอลาบาโซริเลยปาสึเวเซเฮนี่บาซาโบมูเลอะกตอปะนี่สึวอโลฮอคุอะคอติเกทอเลลีนี่ตะเกอะเรดีตาซาวิสะดอสึฮีออยาลอตาซุยสาลทีดอสึดูออยาลอยมีปอตมุยดอสึตุโลยาลอโยเบเซดอสึดูกุดุโซยาลอเยซูยซาดอสึsu osiko ya lo yo la ko pu da su hesu yo la du nu de blo pa to lo de panic ke si sa o do si ke sa ta sa wi na sa do pa du ona mi ri ta su na sa la ti do pa du ona mi ri pa ti ba na phele khole na mi pa to mi do pa tu lo na mi ri no bi si do pa du ku du so na mi ri ti ba na phele khole ta su ta sa na mi ri no la ko pu mi ri pati ba na do pe hesu no ni phele khole do so pa ke si so ta do si ba o yi si ba te ba su to i su mi ma ba pa si ke te ga le ye do pu we aklai do su mi su ma ba ya lo ni
Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. Sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when we thee sick or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it to one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
okay thank you Continuia ne pamalo tu ko tao po munda ye khao continuia ne pamalo tu ko au po khona de ba munda ye
geพุทธาge me
continuia te pama au po munda ne vetana ri ye polo sekit se uta ya lo ya continuia ne me ye po bela kana continuia ne pilai ne ba la
meพุทธา
And Brother Jay, this week we learn about the ministry, the duty of the church. But next week we will learn about the responsibility of the church leaders. So for this morning, do you have any further questions?
No, that's pretty self-explanatory.
มีพุทธาตาเยไข่ตาพูละตมาบาติตะพานีปะกบามาดีเลยมั้ง
Mi tamma ne ora ne ka te ora ti ka ma ye kha lo ti ma the chi kha ta kha de ti ta ko to su ke ba mi to su ke de ti ta ko ne ta du tho ba ko na ba hi ku pha lo ko ba ta lo
มีมา
ta ko a phu ne ri sa ba sa lo ko na ta ko na de ba ne ba ma ta wa ti nya we wa
มีมา
ko na la we ko ba pe pe de bulat la da lo ba te lo
มีบาเต้นะ
mi ma te la da wa ta je kha ne mi pho lo ma da ta ko su ke lo
มีมาเก็บสิก็ยังเนาะ
Remela tau po agisa basa bak boyala.
Ta bu isa ba sa kun na ba ma la ma ta ye khai wa ba ma gi lo we ta ye khai ka wa ka ni ma wa ra ka du fo lo ta bu isa ba sa ne me le ta ma lu so si go lo me le ta ba ya ta mu ta no go lo ta me ne te e lo bi lo ta ma so ma gi lo ta ta ye khai ne wa amu wa ta bu ta ma ye khai ni ma wa ne Muda yang kami malu lah bukan ni, weh isu basuh. Kita sisa weh ke mama weh tak yang kai polo.
ပအာကနော်အမောရအမောဖာအသေးတာဘာတာရလမလဲတာတဲ့ခိဘတ်ကိုသဖို့သလူရင်တဲ့လူမစူဇာတိမအသာယာဟုမူကလူတို့ဒီမိမိတို့တတ်မဲ့ချင်းတန်းကျင့်နေ၍သခင်ဖျားကြွလာရမောဂရိတော်သည်အဘယ်မှာရှိသနည်းဘူဟာများအိပ်ပျော်သောသည်နောက်ခါတဲ့တော်မူရာတို့သည်ဖန်ဆင်းစားဖြစ်တဲ့ကဲ့သို့ဖြစ်မြင်ဖြစ်ကြရဆိုလျက်ကဲ့ရဲ့ချင်းတို့ကပေါ်လာကြလိမ့်မည်တဲ့လား
Me, awal dekat bakal pada nona ne te sakira geher no dublo one fokus de le khoti wa di la kheza wa di la one pada nona ne du besi ora sakita here ta ba he wa wa awal kale ta le sakita he chi ko do lo ba le tan na di ba ta yu ba tor kha ba yan ke pa tu para da pa to lo wa tu ta pi da ma tu ta le ta ki ko di ke pa tu para
မဲ
Pata bu sosial dengan doanya ini ya perlu seki dan agenda. Sebelum buka di tempat orang kata kokanat bukanlah tapi lebih kali malu tu bukan kalau kita tahu pun mudah jekan yang malu tu bawa ini tertoba bah terlihat tu apa boleh tu kau di tu kau pada dia pada buku titi ini tak serta awal tu nyawa demi ni sibuk salah membawa bawa tak sosi kesangat tu lu kerja baru bukan nak berada baik. Aku perlu mungkin kalau masa atau pula bisa bahasa di depan. Yang betul yang benar buat tu ni lah. Masa dia baik lagi. So ibarat aku buka duduk benar tak kono ada baru basui tapi tambah kalau soal apa perlu me kau berlatih awak kerja super bio kerja baru muka tapi tak clear. Awak kerja Gaya ciwa dara apa tapwa dan belum ada bu berarti ada kalau kalau bahasa semua lagi. Father in heaven, I'd like to thank you for this morning that we have a study about the Word of God, about the duty or responsibility of the church, and the fact things that the church have to do. Father, continue to bless our J family and his work and his backbone, so that hit the pain in his bed, heal him completely so that he can work properly in his ministry and his job. Continue to bless your sons and daughters and ministry. Father, we thank you and we pray and all these things in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
W လို့ဘုရား
Amen.